installing the world's most efficient home heating systems is a geothermal heat pump engineered, manufactured, and installed by Sunteq. We decided to visit a few of our customers and ask them some questions about how their system is doing.
The Sunteq system was built when the house was built in the fall of 2001. It's worked absolutely perfectly as promised. Haven't had any problems at all.
Well, I've had the Sunteq heating system since for 7 years now, and like I said, it works very fine. I have no trouble with it, no maintenance problem whatsoever.
I've had it for 11 years now, and it works wonderful, in my opinion.
I've had it for 5.5 years, and it's worked great.
Well, we put the system in the house in 2000, so it's been 8 years in our new home.
Because in the 5 years that I've had this system in, together with this house, I have more than paid for the entire geothermal heating and cooling system. It saved me that much. As a comparison, the home that I moved out of here in State College, we still own. We are monitoring the energy use there with the current tenants. That home is about 3/4 the size of this one, but it uses 5 times as much cost in energy as this home does.
I heard my friends talking last fall about their heating bills, and some of them were up to $600 a month, and I was very glad that we installed it because our total electric bill for the month was maybe $120, $125.
Well, I'm very happy with the Sunteq system as far as heating, because my average heating bill is around $40, $45 a month, and that includes your electricity and your heating system. And for an 1,800 square foot house, I think that's very good.
The house is a 4-bedroom house, about 2,500 square feet. The heating and cooling bills, the electric part of it is very reasonable. Probably averages between $35 and $50 a month, and it's perfect.
The house is about 1,800 square feet, and my average electric bill for the last 2 years is about $80 a month. Now, living here, I really don't use the air conditioning that much. I don't need it. But that's what the average bill is.
My house is approximately 1,400 square feet. Now, it's a small ranch, but it's 1,436 to be exact. And as far as heating and cooling, it probably cost me around $300 a year for heating and cooling. Now, I have a small ranch now. It's not a 2-story or anything like that, but $300 and some dollars, I figured it out for a 10-year period, and that's what it figured out to.
Okay. We have 2 buildings. One is our living space. The other is an art studio and meditation hall. And both buildings are 2,400 square feet. And our largest bill for the coldest months of the season is about $400.
Yeah, I've never had a bit of problem with anything. It's nice, compact, quiet, sits there, does its work.
The only maintenance I have to perform on the system is keeping the air filter clean and adjusting the humidifier.
The maintenance that I have, the only thing I do is I change the filters. And I do my filter about usually every 2-3 months. I always check it. And then and that's the only thing I have to do, is except I watch the water. There's the water jug on the system. That's all the maintenance is.
We had the house since 2001. It was built with the house, or constructed with the house, and I've really done very little maintenance at all. Supposed to clean the filter every month. I try to do that as faithfully as I can, but that's about it. No other maintenance.
Never owned anything like this that you don't have to worry about, you know.
Yeah, as far as service goes, mostly the thing just keeps working and we don't even think about it. But it's whenever something's failed, either I fix it if it's a simple thing, because I do electrical stuff like that. But Sunteq, they get out here and fix it, and it's been a good relationship.
It's minimal. The care, maintenance is almost non-existent, and the thing that I like about the geothermal system is that it's very, very quiet, and don't even know it's there. You don't even know that it's working, except the house is warm. There's no, hot air blowing up. There's no radiators thumping, and it's very, very unobtrusive, and
I was looking at a lot of different heat systems, and I went with Sunteq because of the efficiency and the way it's presented to me, and and I get a good quality for a good price.
He made me a believer. I mean, he had a lot of points that I didn't understand that he brought out, and he explained it, and all made sense to me.
Sunteq installed my dad's geothermal heat pump, and he was very happy with it, and we already had a good track record. I thought Dan Woodring was great. He looked at the house plans, he did heat loss calculations for the entire house, he recommended a system, and he really did a great job.
I just felt that they knew what they were doing. I had other companies come up here for estimates, and I never got a straight answer out of any of them. They would give me a range of numbers, what it was going to cost me, that was so out of whack that I just... And one of them even tried to talk me into just getting a regular heat pump.
You have somebody who's actually going to do an analysis of your home, and they're going to check the number of doorways and the number of windows, and they're going to properly design a heat pump system for your house, the size of your house, the kind of sun exposure that it gets, so that it'll be done right. It's not just a cookie cutter, you've got a 4-bedroom house, this is what your heat pump is going to be.
Well, I had 3 companies come up and give me estimates on it, and I felt Sunteq seemed to know more about what they were doing, and they gave me more options as far as installation. And their price was certainly within the range that I thought it should be. So that's why I went with Sunteq.
He has a passion for it, and I like that. I like to be dealing with somebody who, it's not just a business. It's something that he personally thinks about and is interested in new developments, and has a mastery of all the aspects of it, not just the ones that the customer would be likely to ask about. I really sense he has a very broad and deep understanding of the physics involved, of the chemistry involved, and of the mechanics involved. So I think he's a pretty bright guy, and just even though I don't understand a lot of what he's saying, it's clear that he does, and that inspires a lot of confidence.
Yeah, this is my second Sunteq heat pump. I had it on my other house, and whenever we rebuilt this house, I had another one installed here with Sunteq, and it's because it's an efficient and it's very low maintenance, and it's a good heat for my house.
I was uninformed about geothermal heating systems, and what made me decide to go with Sunteq was the information that they gave us in booklet form that they made from the plans of our house that was going to be built. And the cost per month for the heating system and what we could expect from it, everything that they had in the booklet proved to be on the money.
From the other companies that I heard of, other stories, is that they have, some people would not engineer it correctly, And so these heat pumps would have to work harder and less efficiently and require more maintenance and would break down sooner. And I don't think I'm going to have that problem with my system.